Drivers, to your cars.
Welcome, everybody, to the Season 3 clash at Battle at the Beach in Daytona. I am joined with a Go 49 Jr. and Joshua Racing League for this race.
Well, hello there, Nacho. How are we doing today?
Good. This is going to be a fun race, hopefully. And
Oh, definitely.
looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah, always. 2024 cars, we got the Ford Dark Horse. Now on to the Ford models here at the Battle of the Beach. And like you said, Season 3 for the NARAR Sim Series, and I can't wait for this one to get started.
Your previous two champions were Chase Elliott in Season 1 and Kyle Larson in Season 2. Will Hendrick continue to be dominant in the Sim Series?
As we're going to get this.
It's time to go racing now, boys. It's time to go racing really fast. Here we go.
As the pace car goes speeding down pit lane like normal.
The outside line says, I do not care. We are racing in Season 3. The pace car goes in. We're racing.
Heading down onto the back straightaway already. The number 17 of Chris Buescher. He's going to clear the 31, I believe, of
Daniel Hemrick.
Daniel Hemrick. And now here comes Austin Cindric down to the bottom side of the 31 as they're going to try to make something happen as the first lap goes to Chris Buescher.
Chris Buescher is a hell of a racer. We saw him in Season 1 pick up a playoff position. We'll see how he does later in the season, but Chris Buescher right now out in front with the clash in his hands. Let's see if he can hang on to the end.
It will be very hard to pass here as they're already getting single file. They will have to make a lot of moves. Here comes Kyle Larson to the inside of Brad Keselowski, but Keselowski gets to run off the top.
Now as they head side by side, heading into turn number 3, here comes Reddick. He's made his way up through the field.
I believe Reddick's lapped. Yeah, Reddick is 2 laps down. He must have had issues. I think Reddick had issues on the start. That would make sense why the outside line did not get going at all. Well,
that does kind of make sense as Chris Buescher has checked out of his hotel room. He's in another zip code. But as you move back to Daniel Hemrick, he has pressure with the number 2 in his rear view mirror of Austin Cindric. Now he's trying to make the room. Yep, Reddick trying to get out of the 31's way so Hemrick can go on by. But as we move down the field, Chris Buescher, your leader, in second is going to be Daniel Hemrick. Third, Austin Cindric. And fourth, Kyle Larson. And fifth, William Byron. That's your top 5 here. As we're already 5 laps into the clash at the Battle of the Beach.
We'll go on board with the lapped car of Tyler Reddick. Doesn't look like there's any damage on him, but we'll see what happens with him. And he's going to get passed by Austin Cindric, the Season 2 Daytona 500 winner. See what he can do tonight. So we're going to go on board with Chris Buescher.
As now Chris Buescher, as you can see, working his way down the back straightaway. trying to put those right rear tires on the double white line as he makes a slow way around 3 and 4 and crosses the line at the Daytona super stretch, as now again he'll head right back into turns 1 and 2 and onto the back straightaway. His pit strategy might be coming into a factor here about lap 40 to 50. I don't know what is going to happen with that, but as you can see right now, Chris Buescher with almost a 1.5 second lead over the 31 of Daniel Hemrick.
Domination for him so far tonight, as you can see. Through 4, onto the front straightaway, I believe. Yep. Onto the front stretch. Lap 9, as we have just 65 to go here at Battle at the Beach, and he has checked out. He is on a whole nother level ahead of Daniel Hemrick. 1.5 the distance as Chris Buescher heads through 3 and 4. And he is still leading this thing as Ryan Blaney's a bit slow, guys.
Yeah, I don't have no clue what happened to him. We're probably going to have to take it down to Joshua Racing League, our pit reporter down in the infield. Let's see if Joshua has anything on updation on the number 12.
Blaney hit the wall off of turn 4 and got very wide off of the corner. The car is very tight, so they will have to make some adjustments in the pits, but they do not have a lot of opportunities to make some ground, so it will be very tough for that team to make their way up through the field.
It does make sense. It does make sense why Blaney had issues then and was all the way back there. But any update on the 45 of Tyler Riddick there, Joshua? What happened to him?
He missed a shift on the restart, so and it was stuck in a second gear, and they came into the pits trying to repair it, and it looks like they have fixed it. So hopefully they continue to make their way back up through the field.
As already early on, cars having problems here at the Clash. This is knocking off the rust from the Season 12 championship, as I believe, Nacho, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris Buescher won the championship?
No, it was Kyle Larson last season.
Kyle Larson, all right. So, yeah, knocking off the rust here as we're 15 laps in, as already drivers have problems. As
Chase
Bubba
Briscoe
Wallace,
making a move on Logano.
yeah, here we go. Chase Briscoe now to the inside of Logano, side by side as they head through 3 and 4. Can he clear the number 22 of Joey Logano? No, they're still side by side as they head into turns 1 and 2. Riding along now with the 23 of Bubba Wallace, now the 33 and 22 of Joey Logano. As you can see, Denny Hamlin right in their sights as Chris Buescher, Chase Briscoe almost makes contact with the number 22 as they head into 1 and 2. Still,
Logano, big mistake. Big mistake with Logano. That's going to give Briscoe
Wallace
position. Is now Trackhouse teammates, pit lane.
Trackhouse teammates.
This has been a pretty good race so far, guys.
Yes, definitely. As battles
T-Rex,
battles starting to brew, as they know the laps are winding down, they're gonna want to make their way up to the front. Chris Buescher, a huge lead, a 2.2 second advantage as he's just cruising around the racetrack right now. But heading back through the field, I mean, I saw Chase Elliott and Martin Truex Jr. or T-Rex battling for the battling for that spot. So we'll have to see what happens with them.
I do just want to say that I heard that the 17 team were planning on making a pit stop around lap 32. You do have to pit this race, so I guess we'll go to Joshua and see what the teams are saying with the pit stops.
There has been a little bit of fall off. They might think of short pitting because of how hard it is to pass. Fuel probably will not be a factor, so they can make a lot of gains on the pit road, and hopefully they can play the strategy correctly and leapfrog a bunch of their competitors to get a better chance up towards the front.
Thank you, Joshua. As Chris Bush he's gapped them pretty much, and let's see how far away lap traffic is. It's about half a straightaway. As now we got a battle between buddies of Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, Ryan Blaney looking to make a move as Wallace clears him. Here comes Joey Logano now to the bottom of the number 33. Briscoe gets into the wall.
Tapped the wall a bit there.
We'll see how much
that
damage.
really costed him through there. Oh, man. He keeps it
Yeah,
going. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Very tight.
No, you're all right. We'll see how much damage that 33 of Briscoe gets and how badly it will affect him. But now Joey Logano goes wide. Here comes the number 23 of Bubba Wallace, and they're going to single out. And as you can see, everybody, Christopher Bell tags the wall a little bit too. He's going to be able to clear Austin Dillon, but still damage and mistakes starting to be a factor here, and we got 50 laps to go.
They are getting very desperate in the back. They are trying to make their ways up through the field, so they're being very aggressive and making a lot of mistakes.
As almost a 3-second advantage for the number 17 of Chris Buescher, and as you can see, he's in his own zip code. As you can see, yes, it's a 2.61 second advantage as Tyler Reddick, he's holding his ground there as a lap car. He's only got passed by Austin Cindric, and he's been making his way up through, trying to get unlapped.
It's been a pretty good race for Daniel Hemrick so far, and this is his rookie race. This is his first ever race, and he's in P2, so great job for him so far.
I mean, we're side by side for that third position. Reddick, a lap car, but as you can see there, as they are side by side, not looking to have a huge advantage for Austin Cindric to pass Tyler Reddick. He's just wanting to get back up to the front to get unlapped, but as you can see, no cautions have come out so far, so we'll see how that plays a factor here as we are 29, now 30 laps in.
I'll be back in a
We're coming close to the 32 lap mark, so can we see these drivers pit soon? They do have to pit this race. They will not make it on fuel. Well, sorry, not fuel, but tires. The tire wear will not be high enough to finish the race, but the flagman is extremely bored right now. He's wanting some action.
As we'll head it down to Joshua Racing League in the pits on the update for the number 17 of Chris Buescher and when he's coming into the pits. Apparently not. Joshua is running down.
I believe we have audio issues. Oh, he's here. No, I see him sprinting down the end of the 17. Yeah, he's sprinting.
So we'll see what happens.
We'll see him in a minute.
We'll see what happens there. But heading back through the field, William Byron gives the bumper to Kyle Larson. I saw that in the background. Let's see, Kyle Larson's able to hold his ground as William Byron's going to slap the racetrack.
Here we go, lap 32. Chris Buescher. Will he pit this time? No.
Oh, you never know. Yes, he won't.
Yeah, no, he's not going to pit this lap. Chris Buescher is running his line, and what a start for the season if Chris Buescher manages to win this race.
I mean, last season he had a great season. I mean, he was running up front, hanging out, and I think he won like a race or two. So
I don't think Chris Buescher actually made the playoffs. But season 1 he did win at Pocono, so we'll see what the 17 team does, and it looks like the dark horse is looking very strong so far.
Oh, as we have a caution.
Oh yeah, yellow.
Yellow
I don't know who it is. I'm not too sure.
Yes, I
Maybe
just
Chase
saw.
and maybe Elliot, who looks like he has damage on the side of that car. I see the pace car on the track, so I'm not
So the
really sure
yellow
why the
will
yellow
fly.
flies. As now we got cars in the pits. It's Busher and Austin Cindric who are pitting now, and this is a really good time to pit now. But this will give Daniel Hemrick the lead. But we need to find out what actually happened. Looks like it's Kyle Busch who was in the pit lane. We'll take a replay. We'll have a look what happened. I do think it was Kyle Busch. It was Kyle Busch. So Kyle Busch is the reason for this yellow. We'll run on board with Kyle Busch and see what really went on in that.
Let's see. It looks like something broke, as you can see.
Yeah.
And he just pulls down to the inside and comes to a stop.
We got lucky to not hit anyone there.
Yeah, definitely. As just about there, the caution lights come on.
Right there.
As Kyle Busch hits the brakes and parks it on the inside. So first yellow of the day coming out on lap 33
As
here
everyone's
at
in
the
the pit
Battle of
lane.
Beach. So
Who
that
is
is
the race
definitely
leader is the question.
Well, we got to take a peek as there goes Reddick into the pits.
It's Hemrick.
And it is Daniel Hemrick with
Fusion's
a
going to be
great
happy with that one.
Yes, definitely. With a great pit strategy as Bubba Wallace, I believe, moves out. But still, a great pit strategy, and definitely everybody
I don't
needed
think they
that
pitted,
caution.
actually. Oh, he's
Yeah, I
in
don't
the
think-
inside wall. Him and Lala. Not sure what's happening with Daniel Hemrick. I think he's on a whole different level. He's like, I'm leading a Cup Series race. Let's
And
go.
we're green.
Yeah.
No, we're not
No.
green. My bad. We are not green.
No, we are not green. Ryan Blaney is battling the pace car. As what's up with Ryan Blaney right now? He looks slow. He is the lap car, so I'm not too sure what's happening. But the first yellow of the day comes out on lap 34.
I'm back.
Out of 75. So we see our first yellow of the day, Joshua, and it was Kyle Busch who broke something. We're not sure what. Maybe we'll go to the pit reporters and see what happens with him. But he just stopped in the middle of the racetrack. But I guess we'll find out what happened with Kyle Busch.
We heard he broke a valve spring in his engine. We're not sure if he will be able to continue, but we have some takers into the pits, I believe, or are they
No, those
just
are the lap cars go to the bottom. So that means we're going green this time. As Daniel Hemrick, the race leader. By the way, guys, Daniel Hemrick is a rookie in this season. This is his first ever race. He's leading this thing. He's going to have lap cars on the inside. So potentially, Chris Buescher could take the lead back as the pace car rolls on in. As we're going to watch the flag man have the best time of his life for the second time tonight. We're back on a restart. It's green flag racing in Battle at the Beach once again.
As side by side hanging into turn number 1, they're going to hang a hard left, and Bubba Wallace is going to see the front of the field.
Remember, that's not the lead. Hemrick's got issues.
They're going to the
Big
pit.
issues for Daniel Hemrick into the pit lane. And Tyler Reddick as well.
Tire barrier.
I have no clue what happened
anyways.
there.
This is the battle for the lead boys. It's William Byron and Kyle Larson.
200 teammates up front. Here comes Chase Elliott.
Hendrick, oh my goodness. Kyle Larson now too.
Kyle!
I think we've got it. It's a pit strategy. It's a pit strategy. This is a pit strategy.
Oh!
3 wide.
Turn to the front.
Who's leading this thing? Still William Byron.
Yes, this is a crazy turn of events here.
Will Byron pit this time too? He won't.
35.
No, he will not.
35 laps to go.
Wow.
As still battling for the front of the field. That's going to be Bubba Wallace and Ryan Blaney. But your leader, Austin Cindric pounds the outside safer barrier.
But
coming out of turn number 4.
Elliott's going to close, and now I'm really confused on why cars are pitting and why others aren't.
We are hearing from down in pit road that everyone most likely will be in from here to lap 50.
All right, so that's good to know. We'll see if anyone will. We got contact. It's Dylan. Dylan and Nemechek.
Kyle Larson still in the pits. We'll have
Oh,
to have our
damage on
pit
Reese
reporter
chat
down
staying
and
on the
never
side of
mind.
that car as he goes wide, and
Suarez
this race-
is struggling on.
this has changed the game as William Byron out with the race lead so far. We have just 30 laps to go here in Daytona.
Look at that beautiful paint scheme on the 24, new for this season. But he goes wide. Here comes his teammate Chase Elliott on the right behind him.
As this is crazy turn of events here, as William Byron, your leader, and Daniel Hemrick was your leader heading down to the back straightaway on that restart and takes a hard left in the pits. We'll have to see where he filed out, but right now, William Byron, your race leader here, we have 30 laps to go.
So it looks like only a few cars pitted in, so it looks like the rest of the field will go on soon. Before we get anywhere near 20 laps to go and under, who is your pick to win this race, guys? And if you're watching the live stream, you can put it in the chat, and
Honestly, I have to go with the number 20 of Christopher Bell.
Oh,
I think he's been creeping in the back all day long as she's just waiting for William
here
Byron
we
and
go.
Chase Elliott to make
Here
a
we go.
mistake.
Well, I was
Yeah,
gonna
Byron
say
goes
William
wide. Elliott to
Byron,
the inside.
he's
got a
been
battle.
right up there in the pretty much the entire time inside the top four.
Chase
If
Elliott.
something doesn't go
Chase
wrong,
Elliott takes
he
the
will
lead.
be up there.
So you guys both have Christopher Bell. It's hearing like.
I said Byron.
Oh, you said Byron. I was thinking Christopher Bell as well, but I'm going to show you who I think will win this race. He's a bit far back right now, but I think not rookie. I think Ty Gibbs is going to steal one here in Battle at the Beach. We'll just really see. We'll see what happens.
Oh,
And
here
Byron
comes
is
Christopher
falling off
Bell.
because here comes Christopher Bell to take P2. Byron is
Side by
slow.
It might be
sorry.
a good time for pick.
side by side down the front straightaway.
True.
Who's gonna break the other one heading into the corner? Christopher Bell is gonna make the move on William Byron as something is wrong. We're going to have to take it down to Joshua Racing League to see what the problem is.
The tires are getting very worn out for that 24. He has no grip and is not in a rhythm right now as he's overdriving the corners. But the 20 trying to look on Chase Elliott for the lead.
Here we go.
I think it's just the 20 who is coming on very strong right now.
I'm going to be honest. I think Christopher Bell has the fastest car.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at this. He's catching.
Yeah. Chase Elliott and William Byron, it looks like they burnt all their stuff out as Christopher Bell was waiting for the right time to pounce. And now here it is with 22 laps to go. Here comes Christopher Bell on the inside of Chase Elliott. Not going to work this time, but he's going to try to make the battle. Going into turns number 1 and 2, he's a bit too far back as Elliott now working up on lap traffic here for the first time after the restart.
Bit of a mistake by Bell. He goes very wide. And that doesn't really help Byron because Byron's too far back, but it's really going to help Chase Elliott. Oh, Elliott! He goes very wide. Christopher Bell, we're on board with the pace car. Don't really want that. As we are side by side. Elliott, big move, and it looks like Bell. What's Bell going to do here? Imagine if they pit on the last lap. How stupid would that be?
Busher.
Wait, guys, remember Busher. He's been dominant all day, and now Busher, he's challenging Byron back for P3 as Bell, big mistake, goes a bit wide there, keeps it going, as now Chase Elliott running away with the clash.
If you want to
Chase
win this
Elliott,
race,
Bell made a mistake.
Sense.
Here comes Bell. He's to the inside of Chase Elliott.
Gets the run
There's going to be a battle.
The wall.
Elliott pops the wall, and Christopher Bell is waiting for the right time to make the move as he's closed the gap to about a half a car length as we are now 20 laps left in the clash at the Battle of the Beach.
It'll be a fun one to see who takes this one home.
Who they have to pit?
That is a good question because they've only pitted once, and we've heard that they have to pit 2 to 3 times. So we'll just see what happens with these teams.
I mean, that Right, that might be in about 5 to 10 laps here because they pitted on lap 36. So
True.
that was about 20 laps ago. So I'd say about lap 50 to 70 or lap 60 to 70 is when the pits are gonna start opening up.
Oh, here we go.
As here
Big
comes
move for
Christopher
Christopher Bell.
Bell to the side
Elliott
of
will get
Chase
the run off
Elliott.
the corner. The 9 is clear.
We're going to go in-car camera with Christopher Bell.
The
As
33
he's trying
is
to make
full.
the move, Elliott just pulls away on exit of the corner. Here comes Christopher Bell. He's gonna
Oh,
try
bit
to
of a
make a move.
mistake by Bell.
William
it
Byron a
going.
bit too far back to make a move, but Christopher Bell right in the rearview mirror of Chase
Oh,
Elliott.
Byron.
And
Here comes Byron.
Byron
Chase
looking for a
Elliott,
move.
he's gonna try to hang on as we have 15 laps to go.
It is go time. Elliott, he needs to get around that 33 because he is getting held up a ton. He's been right
Yeah.
behind his bumper the entire time, and the cars behind him are gaining as he's trying to use the top to his advantage.
You get the run off the corner when you use the top, so maybe Elliott's just trying to use that, and Christopher Bell goes very wide. Byron's going to be
Here
there to
comes William Byron.
capitalize. But it looks like
Side
pit
by
stops are going to
side is-
happen. I think they might. No, not this time.
Side by side, never mind. Here comes Christopher Bell. Will he get the bump from William Byron to try to take the lead? We have no clue. But looking at the field right now, battles all over as Brad Keselowski goes wide. Still back to the lead as Chase Elliott has pulled away. He's got about a second lead. Never mind. He's got about a car length of 2 over Christopher Bell.
So it looks like Elliott is pulling away slowly, but if pit stops have to happen, I guess it's all about the strategy at this point. I thought Christopher Bell was going to go in this time. Elliott, big mistake. Bell's going to be there to capitalize.
But he gets the run off the corner. We are hearing that the fall off from the beginning of this run to right now is about 1 to 1.5 seconds, as the field is. If they are going to pit, I would pit right now.
I agree. I think pitting
I
right
would
now is going to be good for them.
I mean, that's all
But we'll see
Christopher
what
Bell
happens.
needs. It sounds like Christopher Bell's good on fuel, just his tires are a bit messed up, so that's all Christopher Bell needs as a pit strategy by Chase Elliott for have him to go into the pits for Christopher Bell to win this race. If we have 10 laps to go, as here comes Christopher Bell side by side.
Elliott
as
taps the wall there.
Elliott taps the wall.
But Elliott gets clear with the run off the corner once
Oh,
again.
bit of a mistake.
Oh.
Bell. He's
Here
there. Here he comes.
Christopher Bell side by side as they head
He's
down
cleared
into
him.
turn number 3.
Will
As
Elliott
it's
miss the
still
win
not going
again?
to work.
Chase Briscoe's slowing Elliott down so much, and this is going to be a hell of a battle, boys. We're in for one here.
Definitely. And just Christopher Bell as
Here we
it
go
is.
again.
Christopher
Elliott,
Bell's
way too
mistake.
wide. Side by side.
Elliott is going to get clear
Elliott
once
still
again.
prevailing.
This is a good battle, but I think Elliott will hang on to it.
You never know.
I could
One
be wrong,
mistake
but
one
one
mistake,
mistake will change it.
especially now. One mistake definitely could be the cost from winning and losing. Here's Christopher Bell trying to hang on and take the lead away from Chase Elliott as we're coming down to 5 laps to go here at the Battle of the Beach.
I believe they will not need to pit. If they were to pit right now, they would have pit a while ago. But maybe
True,
they're just
'cause
waiting for a caution so they could make that pit stop.
if a yellow comes out, the race is over, though. And remember that if they all pit and if they're all on the same strategy, here we go. Christopher Bell, he's going to make the move. Side by side, he's going to stay with him. He's going to clear him again.
Elliott just gets that long run speed building up. He makes those mistakes, but he's able to gain it right back on the corners. And now Christopher Bell starting to lose it in his front windshield as they all go wide. If Christopher Bell would have went down to the bottom, he would have probably gotten a run. But still, Chase Elliott coming
Oh, he's looking to get around the lap car. Oh,
4 laps to go, and I think this will seal the deal.
if he gets around him, I think that'll do it. Because Elliott's pitting. Elliott's pitting. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, he's in
Chase Elliott into the pits. That is
Everyone
what they
Christopher
needed.
Bell.
Christopher Bell.
So they're gonna
laps
pit. They're gonna
to
pit.
go.
This is gonna make things interesting as we have 4 laps of racing
They all
remaining.
waited to the last minute.
Wallace is in.
Wallace.
Everyone, they stay out. No, they go in.
No, they don't.
Byron stays
Everybody's
out.
going in.
William Byron.
Staying
3
out.
laps to go.
Oh
William
my.
Byron is the only car on the track. He's probably going to go in this time.
If Byron stays
Coming
out,
to 2
If
to
Byron
go.
stays out, he will win this race as we come to
who's
2 laps to go.
tomorrow?
As Byron is
He pits.
going
He
in.
pits.
There it is.
Oh, this is going to be such
It
a
has
good battle,
not
boys. We're in
That
one.
means Chris Busher will be
I
your
believe
leader.
it's Cindric.
Come out.
It's
No,
Cindric.
I
your
believe it
leader.
is Cindric.
Will it be Cindric?
Oh, no.
Did the game?
No, I just paused it. I just paused it. My bad.
Oh
My
boy.
bad. So, who's the leader? I think it's still Byron because he pitted so much later.
Bell
Where is
has
he?
passed
Byron.
Elliott.
No.
2 to go.
Who is it?
Byron's
It might
in
be
the pit.
31.
Byron has issues. Christopher
Wait.
Bell. It's going to be Bell. Christopher Bell leads as we come to the white flag here at Battle
He
of the
had a
Beach.
better pit stop
Christopher
than
Bell.
Chase
Christopher
Elliott.
Bell.
It's going to be Bell. Can Bell
Coming to
hang
the
on?
white flag one more
Christopher Bell
time.
takes the white flag in Battle at the Beach. Can he hang on
White
and win?
flag in the air one more time. Can Christopher Bell
What a strategy!
What a turn of events. What a turn of
This is
events.
crazy. We couldn't even figure out who won this as they're heading down into turns 3 and 4. Coming into 3.
There it is.
Easing it
Christopher
through
Bell.
turn number 4. Christopher Bell is going to hang on and prevail and win at the Battle of the Beach here at Daytona.
There it is. Christopher
Bell
Bell.
had an amazing pit stop. Elliott struggled on the right side, and the lug nut did not get tight properly, so they had to redo it.
As
What
we'll
a
go
race.
through the finishing order, Christopher Bell, your winner. Coming home in second is going to be Chase Elliott. Coming home in third is going to be the 17 of Chris Busher. And Brad Keselowski at fifth. In sixth is going to be Martin Truex Jr. In sixth is going to be Alex Bowman. Coming out home in eighth is going to be Ross Chastain. Coming home in ninth, Ross Chastain's teammate, Daniel Suarez. Coming home in 10th is the number 2 of Austin Cindric. And we'll get the rest of the order here shortly. But what a finish, Nacho, Joshua, what a finish as a turn of events here as pit
11th
strategy worked out.
Hamlin, 12th Logano, 13th Gibbs, 14th McDowell, 15th Austin Dillon,
Wow.
16th Nemechek, 17th the last car on the lead lap, Riley Herbst, 18th Bubba Wallace, first car, 1 lap down, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, top 20.
Daniel Hemrick, Larson, Reddick, and Busch. So, I mean, Nacho, what was your reaction to that? I mean, Christopher Bell with a great pit strategy. He was running in second. He couldn't get by Elliott, and then Elliott goes to the pits, and Christopher Bell was able to prevail.
You guys
wow,
fixed one
what a
race.
finish.
Honestly, that was one of the best races I've ever watched on this game. And Christopher Bell is the lucky man to get it done. Season 1 Daytona 500 winner. Coming into Season 3 with a bang. So Christopher Bell hangs on. And the gap wasn't even a second. It was half a second. So great job to Christopher Bell and that pit crew. They deserve this one.
Definitely.
What
I'm gonna throw out a quick promotion here. If you are in one of the NARAR servers, head over to NARAR F1. We're gonna have a race today at 7:15 EST Standard Time. So if you guys are in the NARAR F1 League, we have a race today at 7:15 Eastern Standard Time. So what a finish to the day. Thank you all for tuning in. I am a Go 49 Junior along with my partners, Joshua Racing League and Nacho, saying so long from the Daytona at the Battle of the Beach, and we'll see you next week here at the NARAR